Okay, deployment's done. We'll have a quick recap for people that have skipped the deployment video. Let's check up here. We've got our crossroads as our main objective. Oh, in fact, our only objective. Sectors neither flank, cannot change hands, so we're not going to worry too much about them. To our right, to the east, we have, who's this? Kruger, I think. Yes, so Kruger's company is in here. They've suffered some casualties in previous battles, so I want to try and hold them out of the fight if we possibly can. So their role is just to sit here, keep an eye on this forest and across to here, and if necessary we can advance them in there to clear out any sort of anti-tank guns or anything that might be there. So, but for the most part, hopefully they can just sit and watch. The main advance is going to start in here. We have Buchbaum and his Panzer IIs. So they're going to advance out here and then along our front line and then head up for the crossroads and see what they can flush out. They're going to be backed up by Mans and his... I'm not sure how badly damaged that is. I think those 5 Panzer IIIs will all advance up there. Yeah, I think they will. All 5 of them will go. So they'll follow the same sort of path. That drags them along our front line in here, held by Scheiber, I think. Yeah. So Scheiber's company holding the front here, and they'll eventually make the advance on the crossroads. But to begin with, we'll just sit here with some machine guns ready to engage anything that's spotted, and they're backed up by Kolb's platoon. He's only got the 4 tanks, so they'll sit in there, as I said, support this company to begin with, and then they'll join the other tanks when they arrive and head for the crossroads. Over to our left, we have Schaefer. So his company, is his company, isn't it? Yeah. So his company, they're deployed forward here. I'm not sure why Schaefer's quite that far back. These guys are just going to be static, unless they advance into these woods here. But this platoon is going to cover the open ground over there. This platoon covering over to our left. So Schaefer, I think we will actually bring you up here. Your blitz can stay where it is, I suppose. And that leaves us with one other, Rudel. Yes. So Rudel's company's back in here in reserve. If need be, they can swing out to the west to counter any advance that the Soviets might make. If there's nothing comes over there, then they can push up towards the crossroads and support the main assault. So that's the overview. We've got artillery. We've got 6 8cm mortars. We've got a battery of 10.5cm and 15cm howitzers. So the artillery's all targeting here, here, and across here. And if I remember correctly, the mortars will fire here first, then there, then here. The big guns will fire here, there, and there, based on the fact that we want to suppress any anti-tank guns when the tanks are moving out. So let's end the deployment. Yes, we're good to end that, pretty sure. And in terms of initial orders, we're going to give Buchbaum set a delay of 5 minutes. Let's make it 8. I'm trying to think, how long does the artillery fire last? 20 high explosives. What's your rate of fire? 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes until you fire. That's 5 minutes. It's 3. I can't remember now whether that's the delay. No, it can't be the delay until the fire comes in because it's pre-planned. So anyway, yeah, so 7 minutes I think should be enough to see that barrage done. So back to Buchbaum. Set a delay of, say, 8 minutes. And then from there, advance and one line, normal spacing. So recce up to that point. We'll leave you unbuttoned, I think that's what it said. And then carry on up here. Yes, unbuttoned. And then mans. You're also going to have a delay of, I think we'll give you an extra 3 minutes. So apply that, and then again, recce up to that point, and then along here. Well, we've also got our Kessler's anti-tank guns, just Pak 38s. Not expecting any Soviet armour, but we've got them lined up there. I think engaging at about 750 metres. If there is any Soviet armour, it's probably going to be light armour. Do I want to move anyone else? No, I think everyone else is good as they are. So let's start the battle. What we probably want to check, Buchbaum had this problem last time. Everyone, I want you to conserve ammo. Everyone fire. And don't be buttoned up. Yeah, last time out, a lot of my units had, for some reason, set them not to shoot at infantry. Okay, let's come down here and watch out for artillery fire coming in. Hopefully. I'm contemplating sending Weichel and his SPA troops across into that forest after the artillery's come in, just to see if there's anything there. Obviously everything's quiet for now. There we go, they're mortars. No, that's probably the 105s, the 10.5 centimetre guns coming in up there. We shouldn't have 4. Altweiter Johann. That's that. Okay, sometimes I don't get the artillery fire coming in. Pre-planned stuff. I'm not sure why. And there doesn't seem to be any 8 centimetre. There's a truck. Doesn't seem to be any 8 centimetre rounds landing up here. There's another truck over there. Okay, so we've got some motorised troops. There's some infantry and shooting going on over here too. Okay, so they're out in the open. I'll let the artillery carry out its pre-planned fire. And fire Johann again. Hofbauer Ludwig, you're throwing in your heavy rounds, so the 15 centimetre guns. And over here, there's more troops. They are quite close. The deployment zone ended somewhere around here. In fact, I think I just saw someone over here. That looks like, yep, trenches there. And this looks like we've taken some artillery fire. So, Han, where's Han? Why can I not see Han? There he is. So you have shoot at will, that's fine. And I've put conserve ammo in just to make sure. Glebe. You shoot at will. No, not these guys. Take that off. Okay, so there are actually quite a number of them quite close by. And there are some troops over here as well, that light machine gun. Oh, did we got there in time just before he was blown? Oh, the light machine gun's still there, but doesn't look like there's many people around to operate it. Another wee head popping up there. Okay. Right, Kolb, let's get you to do what you're here to do. Risking anti-tank guns. I think we should be okay. Let's advance these tanks up here. Normal spacing, yeah, we'll just go with that. Come forward until you see the enemy and then engage them, please. We've got some activity over on our far left as well. Okay, this artillery's doing good work. And who's this? Oh, that's Kolb, obviously. Just gave him orders to move. I thought one of the other platoons was moving before its delay had expired. Okay. Nothing else has come to light in there yet. Particularly thinking about anti-tank guns, obviously. I should maybe keep an eye on Kessler's troops. Don't want them coming in under fire from infantry back there. And up here, tanks have moved forward. You're part of Kolb's. I think you could probably stand to move a wee bit further forward. Let's bring you up to about there. Yeah, far too back. You can see now, so you don't need to move too much more. Artillery fire seems to have ceased for our mortars. Right. So you should have decent vision out here. You're riskily far forward. Let's pick this up. That's Soviet artillery coming in there, I think. Right, so a scatter of 40, that'll do. Let's in here have 10 per gun, and this high X fire immediately. And once you've completed that, we'll do the same here. Even more over there. Okay, but I don't think they're going to advance towards us, and our tanks will soon be on the move. And we've got Buchwald, of course, the commander in there. Let's have you advance to there. Okay, so I think this is our 15 centimetre guns shooting here now. This fire should be coming in. They're 15 centimetres. They can only fire with scheduled support, so we can't call in any more from our howitzers, just from our mortars. And Buchbaum's platoon is advancing. Nothing out there so far. Look how close these troops are, good God. Han, you're shooting at will. Looks like your blitzes died under artillery fire. Who's this here? Lieb. Can you see them? I don't think you can. I'm not sure if they're advancing towards us or not. Let's try and just get you to come a wee bit further forward there. And try and engage them for us. Mortar fire coming in there nicely. Buchbaum. Let's see what you can see. Okay, so a lot of infantry out here, but no sign of any threats yet. They're engaging. Oh, somebody over here. Not sure if they were shooting at these recce troops or not, or if they're trying to shoot at the tanks. Who's this? Blom. Well, if you can't call in any more fire, there's no point in you being out that far. We've got a tank up there, some description. So Blom, let's have you come back in here, take up a defensive position. Where's our other spotter? Hirsch. You're in there. And yeah, we'll pull you back a bit further, just to keep you safe. And I was wondering about some more artillery to come in over here. I don't know whether we need it. Let's see, Han. Yeah, okay, Han. Could you assault that position and then hold those trenches rather than sitting back in the woods? And Schrichter, I'm a bit concerned just how close to these guys you are. I think we'll have some more artillery on their heads for good measure. Maybe just 5 per gun this time. And can we see what's up here? No. It's probably not there, it's probably in there. Do we still have fire? Yeah, so this fire mission here, hopefully, yeah, there it is. It's coming in up there. It's nowhere near the tanks, unfortunately. What about this other fire mission? No, hang on, right, let's check. Hirsch. No, so your mission's coming in over here. Well, there's still a couple of light machine guns there, apparently. Buchbaum's advancing quite well. Manz's platoon is on the move too. Kolb. Somebody's firing. I should think so when you're that far advanced. Okay, Colbs, you keep your eye open. We've got another tank up here. Can we see what it is? Ah yeah, is that T26 maybe? Another truck out front there. And some artillery coming in. Well, maybe close enough to this infantry. Okay, and it looks like one of our tanks has spotted the enemy tank. Is it you? I think our Panzer IIIs should be perfectly safe from that sort of tank, but there might still be anti-tank guns. We'll let Buchbaum and his troops get along in front there. If they've not drawn any fire, then Panzer IIIs, Kolb's Panzer IIIs can come out and try and get into better fire positions. Schreiter, where is your... There, so this is coming already. Yes, it has. Okay, well we want a wee touch more. Let's give it a 10 per gun. As quickly as you like, please, and there's still a lot of folks around here. So, Han, I was actually contemplating this earlier on. Oh no, I did actually. I gave you orders to storm that position. Leave you there. There's a couple of guns over here. What sort of guns do we have? A danger to my tanks? Yeah, that's... I don't know. Is this 3? So it's not a dedicated anti-tank gun, but it was used in that role. So it's a 76mm gun. Okay, Buchbaum seem to have reached your destination. Right, well, Buchbaum, if you could just move forward to that position. Kolb, let's have you advance out to there. Well, that Panzer II just took a hit from something. I wonder if that's coming from a way over there. Looks a bit far for any accuracy. There's another tank ahead of us. I think that's the same T26. It's just got a ring around the cupola. Okay, just a quick check. We've not lost any tanks in that advance along there, so I guess we don't need to worry about that forest. And not really, don't, so I'm looking at you, we've lost some MG34s, and that's probably to artillery fire. What's your line of sight like? Yeah, it's decent enough, you can stay there. I'm wondering about taking this, but is it needed over here? Those guys are still looking okay, so I shall try. No, 500 meters, we're definitely not accepting that. No, not having that sort of scatter. Still got artillery coming in up there. I was thinking about calling in some artillery on the tanks, but I don't think that's really necessary. Not with 8cm mortars, at least. Right, we don't want our tanks sitting in that fire, so we've already lost 2 of the Panzer IIs. Could you advance up there? Kolb. Attack up to here. Mans, you're coming in through this. Maybe artillery here. Attack up to there. Right, Keller, are you ready to go? Some folks down to low ammo. Let's view double line, sparse spacing, and advance. Still an awful lot of folks in there. So, Rudel, who have we got back here? Stanzel's there. Tillman. Let's have Stanzel. Just move forward to here. Double line, normal spacing. That's fine. And then once you're there, I want you to recce forward to that point, so you'll engage when you catch sight of folks. And Valker over here. It's time for you to begin your advance. Keller, you're not really moving. Where are you? Damn it. Okay, get on the move. Just head for the crossroads. Follow those tanks. Pains. May as well have you head out too. And see what you can stir up. Avoiding things like that if you can. Han, I should maybe have done this a long time ago. You just take up defensive position since there's so many folks still around there. Actually, Buchbaum, could you head over in this direction? See if you can provide some fire support to deal with them. Looks like there are some troops on the crossroads. So let's have, if we can find our fire mission, there it is. If we put that in there, that's fine. I want smoke this time. 3 per gun. Fire. I was not expecting these guys to be so close or to last so long, especially when we tried to assault them. I suppose they've got nice trenches to duck into. Let's see, Mans. Definitely. Are you trying to shoot at the tank that's up there behind the crossroads? Still got some artillery coming in back there. It looks like some of it might be landing in that tank, or near enough that tank. Right. I don't know that I want the tanks sitting here all this time without having them moved. Smoke has arrived, so let's have Mans push on a bit further. If you can move up to there, and Kolb move up to there, and then Vulker, you advance up through the smoke. Pens, you do the same. But just notice there's another tank in there, so Mans, let's have you actually advance up to that point and try and take it out. This over here is what? Is this one of Buchbaum's? Because we had a tank that seemed to have lost its crew. Did they recrew the tank? They might have done. One's immobilised. Don't know exactly where you're heading. It's not where I thought I was sending you. You two pretty much did get over here where I wanted you. Anything else out there? Just those two artillery pieces, it looks like. Over to the right, all is quiet. So at Stanzel, we were moving you forward, were we not? So Tillman over here. I'm going to have you take a walk up to the crossroads. Artillery didn't take out that tank, unfortunately. Is it? I think it has. No, that's not. Yeah, there's a shell damage there, so it's taken at least one hit to the turret. I'd like to see the crew jump out and run away. And the other tank, it looks like that one's just gone. The other tank was somewhere over there. Looks like it's been destroyed. There's a marker. And there's its position there. And that did look like it was damaged, but obviously the tank's still around. So you guys shoot it. Infantry are advancing, hopefully having missed the worst of the Soviet artillery. Oh my god. Keller, your blitz here. Very courageous and all, but you just move back there. Right, over here. Looks like these guys might have finally been dealt with. So Han, you've taken some serious losses. You take up defensive positions in there. Tillman, you're hopefully advancing. Stanzel, doesn't look like you. Well, some of your troops got right up there to support. Let's have you march out to there and then Recce forward. Buchbaum, I think we want you to stay somewhere around here. What did I say about having missed the artillery? Man's over there. Kolb, yeah, we're down here. Could you advance up to there? Buttoned, yes, definitely buttoned. Colm, you should be buttoned as well, I would think. Okay. Let's get some artillery. Pre-plotted this position for a reason. So let's do that and call in high X again. No, not all. Let's go for 10 per gun. Soviets are offering us a ceasefire. We won't take that right now. Hopefully we don't suffer too many casualties before we do accept our ceasefire. Quite like to see that tank being taken out. Do you know, I don't think this is really required. So let's cancel it. Yeah, don't need artillery in there. Could maybe do some back there. Let's try that. 80 meters scatter is fine, 10 per gun. So we'll do that, and we'll have those pens. If you could come forward and try and take up defensive positions around there. Valker, some of you are pretty far back, it looks like. If you, just take up defensive positions in there. Right, I'm not too chuffed at having lost as many Panzer IIs. I think they were to artillery fire rather than anti-tank guns. Perhaps the enemy tanks, I don't know. I shall see. That is Soviet artillery. Let's accept that ceasefire before we get another salvo on our heads. Right. How's the rest of our tank forces looking? Kolb's okay, as is Mans. Valker, taking casualties. Yeah, so they've both taken casualties. Not terrible, but I would rather they hadn't taken any. Anyway, so completed the battle and good overall outcome for us. A lot of territory lost by the Soviets. In service, we lost 15%, they lost 64. 75 casualties to 105. Similar numbers of killed. They lost 50 missing. Hopefully they're all prisoners. And lost 1 vehicle and 8 damaged. For 5. Yeah, so that will be mostly the blitzes and the 2 Panzer IIs. Destroyed and captured. Yeah, so 2 tanks destroyed. I think probably the same for them. And trucks and APCs, yeah, okay. So we lost too many commanders. Not too bad in infantry. Not too chuffed with that. That's our machine guns that we lost. So we lost 3 overall. Scouts and spotters. We lost a spotter. We didn't lose any tanks, it's saying. We must have done. Oh, 10. No. I'm confused. We had 3 platoons. So it's not obviously platoons, but we had 14 tanks, I'm pretty sure. And 34. I don't know. I'm obviously not reading that properly. But overall, good result. Against fairly minor forces, has to be said. So you struck by machine gun fire only, it looks like. I'm not sure if that's the disabled tanks. Now here. So you were struck with 45mm, so that could have come from the enemy tanks up there. I didn't see, as I said, any anti-tank gun fire coming from this sort of direction. So that could have been 2 hits up there before it wheeled around and tried to head back to our lines. So that's that one. Where's t'other? There. And you, if we can get around, and there we go. That's 45mm fire again. So yeah, that must have been coming from the Soviet tanks in the woods. Soviet tanks in the woods. Yeah, so you were destroyed by our Panzer IIIs. There's another one there, similarly destroyed. What's that there? That's just a tree stump. This guy, he was, I was going to say he's making a run for it, but he's still facing us. But looks like he had just pulled out of his position. Maybe he was going to make a run for it. Okay. But overall, we took the crossroads, inflicted, I think, enough casualties on them for it to be a worthwhile victory. So, let's go back to our operation. Okay, so that was this battle in here. We've advanced up, we've taken this crossroads. I'm beginning to push through their front line. This next battle, again with these, well, this infantry, these anti-tank guns are weakened, but these guys should be weakened as well, I would hope. We've got full company of tanks, and that looks like a damaged company as well. I guess we find out, but that'll be for the next part. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and hope to see you again next time. Cheers.